Happy Whip Wednesday. I thought I would do a little new thing because I'm one of those persons who love to have quite a few whips at the time. If you don't know, whips are work in progress. I'm one of those who love to have quite a few, usually, because I love to change a bit between what I work on. So I thought today, why not do a little collection? I see a lot of people do this on TikTok and stuff, and I thought I would love to do some shorter videos, but still YouTube wise. So this is why I thought, why not collect this for a little video today, and then perhaps I'll do it in a few weeks again to, you know, catch up what am I working on now. And yeah, if you don't know, my name is Michelle Knapman. I am behind by Michelle Knapman here on YouTube and on both Instagram and TikTok. I am your knitting friend with chronic pain. Yeah, I do a lot of knitting because it helps me a lot and I just love it. Today I thought, why not start with my oldest one and my project that I have been on my needles since last year, summer last year I think. It's a dress. I'm gonna see if I can show it all. It's a bit fun, but it's a wraparound dress. It's nice and curled up, really pretty. So yeah, I have the top part done. I'm working on the skirt right now, and my plan is to have like a sort of ruffle at the bottom, which means that right now I have a million stitches on my needles, which is why it's my least worked on project at the moment, probably, because it's just stuck in it. So it's really long, and I want this ruffle to be, I don't know, like this. So I'm still missing quite a lot. But yeah, I have the wrap ties ready. I'm thinking I'm gonna do some sleeves on it as well. Either some, hello, thank you, sorry, either some like small ruffles or like a bit more balloony like this, perhaps even more dramatic is sort of like my thought. Yeah. It's a project I'm doing out of my own mind. I have nothing except perhaps a dress in my closet that I am using as a bit of a basis, as just to the fit, how I want it to fit and stuff. Otherwise I'm just working straight out of my mind. But yeah, it's just it's plain boring and on needle 3 or 3.5. Let's see, 3. It's on 3s, and that's why it takes me an eternity. Yeah, this is my eternity project, but I think it's going to be great. I hope it's going to be great. Otherwise, I haven't really weaved in any ends. I don't dare to, in case, because I am also redone quite a few things on this. The skirt itself I've redone quite a few times because I keep on I did some, oh sorry, I feel like I have to sneeze. I did some short rows to make a sort of like make the back a little bit longer, but I don't know why, but the first 2 times I thought that would just make it massively longer, so I started way too early. So I ended up having like a super mini skirt, and I don't want that. I am a midi length skirt and dress girl. I do not need a mini skirt. I don't like them. They sit weird on me. So yeah, I'll have to redone that quite a few times. So don't dare to weave in any ends, which is also why it feels so chaotic, I think. Because I have ends everywhere, especially around, yeah, here I have started a new skein, but also just around the the part of where I have done the the band and everything. The band is double knitted, so I knit the entire top part, and I did a double knitted band. I started on the dress, and then I picked up stitches needed at the other end and made the band the size I felt according for knitting. And then I picked up stitches at the bottom of that double knitted band, which is what you can see here. Picked up the stitches and I just started knitting again. But I think it's going to be good. It's going to be really lovely. I am planning on this to be like, depending on the sleeves, a summer or spring autumn dress, because it is knitted in superwash 50% superwash merino and 50% cotton. It's the Lana, let me see, here, there you go. It's the Lana Cotton 212. It's a piece of wool I really love. Piece of yarn I really love. It's from Hjertegarn, a Danish brand, and I think the fact that it's 50-50 is going to make it really comfortable for the cold summer days, or just summers, depending if I do the short sleeves. I bought 20 skeins for it, I think, because I bought it when my local yarn store closed. So she had like a super sale, and she had 20 skeins of this lovely green color, and I thought, this is the chance for me to get that amount of yarn. So that's what I did. And yeah, if you don't see this every time, it's because I don't work on it that often. It was my my project for summer when we went on holiday, because it's just back and forth basically most of the time. Perfect. So I did bring other projects. Some of them I'm still working on. You're gonna see one in a minute, because that is actually my next project. I think we're gonna put the dress aside. Hopefully, I'm gonna finish it next year. I don't dare say this year. The next project I started on after that, or the next project that I'm still working on that I started after that, because I have finished some other projects. But yeah, it's my sweater. I forgot the name of it. I'm gonna look the name up because that's embarrassing. It's one of the earlier ones. Yeah. Okay, I got it. This. This is the Nordkalotten, and I really love it. I'm doing it in a thick sweater. I have decided for the first time, I knit these a lot. I've knitted quite a few of these. It's from Linka Neumann, and it's from her book Wilderness Sweaters, or Vildmarksgenser, or Vildmarkssweater, depending on your language. And she does not do any neck adaptations, anything, whatever you call it. So I have done a few short rows on the back in the white before starting the actual pattern. I decided to do some white. Besides that, or some short rows. Besides that, if you knitted these before, you know this looks a bit weird because this one does not have any sleeves, and the bottom and the top is done. And that is because I'm knitting this from the top down, whereas all of her patterns actually are knitted bottom up. I just prefer to knit top down because I have knitted a few of hers, and for some reason one of the sweaters I have done always gets a really tight piece of yarn across, and I seem to not get away with it. I avoid it a lot more if I do it like this, and I just like it. I just prefer it. I prefer to be able to knit the sleeves straight on. It's just a preferred method. It's a bit more of a thought process you have to do. You have to reverse the pattern, but it's all right. yeah, I was so smart. I bought the yarn in Norway this summer, or this winter actually, in March I think, and I bought it in Norway up where my cousin lives, and I did not buy enough white for some reason, and I am quite sure I don't have enough red either, because this is the red I have left. And on each part of these sleeves I do, first of all, need to do this little part here where there's red, so I need to repeat this on the sleeves, as well as I need to repeat the bottom. So, and this two sleeves. So I think I might have to ask her very kindly to go and get me some red as well, because she did find some of the white for me. She actually found the exact same color code and dye lot, which was like, wow. I didn't, the color code yes, but dye lot, she got the last one. And I'm pretty sure I have enough white now. I have enough green, but yeah, I am knitting it in. Can you see it? Is it? Come on. Now it's completely off. Here we go. Blåne from Hillesvåg Ullvarefabrikk in Norway, and in Troll as well. I think Troll. I think the other one's called. The white one is in that. This seems really lovely. This is my first time knitting in it. It's rustic again, but it's kind of soft and lovely, and it just gives. I really love the look of it. I love how the color work have come out. I think it looks really pretty, and I'm really excited. It does have sort of like Christmas vibes for me with the color work, with the colors I've chosen. I don't mind that. It's going to be great to wear in December, but also like the rest of the year. So yeah, I started this this summer. We went to the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany, and yeah, I was knitting on the same one actually for my partner, but as a cardigan, a button-up, and on smaller needles. And I ran out of yarn for his because I can apparently not figure out how on earth to get enough yarn, which is why I have so much yarn for the dress. I have enormous amounts, but yeah, I ran out. Decided to start on this one. Ran out of white. Decided to knit on my dress some more. So yeah, it turned into project. But yeah, that's my Nordkalotten sweater. I'm saying in the Christmassy lane, perhaps. I got the classic Christmas decorations, Danish Christmas decorations, I think it's called, from KreaDeluxe. And I am in the midst of making myself a little army of more drums. This one is a drum, and those are the ones that I'm making most of. This one, as you can see, still needs to get some strings sewn back in. I hope you can see it somewhat properly. And then on the side I need to decorate it with some white yarn as well to get it like the really drum look from, if you know, the Danish drums. Yeah, I have an entire bag filled. I have parts of drums, I have whole drums, I have toilet paper rolls cut up and ready. I also have some other ones that I'm making actually. Sorry for the noise. I am also making, yeah, this is a bottom and a top. I'm sort of like once in a while just making a few and putting them aside. Then once in a while I assemble a few, and you know, and so on. It's like a little one. We do a little bit here and there. And I'm also making these snowflakes. Let's see. I have one here in this. It's just white cotton yarn. And then this is white, not that one, here. This one is white glitter yarn. I think it's kind of cute. So I'm gonna do a few. This is 2 threads, two threads of glitter yarn, because if you do it in only one, it gets really small. And I wanted them to match the size of my regular cotton. It's the 8/8 cotton, I think. All of my cotton yarn has lost their label, so, but it's the thin regular cotton yarn. I think it's so cute. I'm just making them, and then I am planning on making a tiny block mat with some needles, or get my partner to 3D print me a little blocker for them, so that I can, I don't know, steam them or wash them and really stretch them out to make them look pretty. So yeah, it's from the Danish classic Christmas decorations, I believe, on KreaDeluxe. I'm gonna link everything down below as far as possible for what it is, on what I can. The sweater from before is in a book. I'm gonna link the book. So yeah, I'm also doing a little self-drafting, so to say, a little design of my own, a little trial for a design of my own. And I am also seeing if I can make a video about it, but we'll see. But I'm still going to show you, because I really like it. I am making a sweater for a friend of mine who kindly asked, because she saw the most pretty yarn, pretty hand-dyed yarn, and wanted a sweater. And we decided on this design because I've made it as both a sweater and a top and everything, and she wanted like a shirt or sweater. So this is the pattern that I'm working on. This is monstera leaves. It can be a bit hard to see, they're not that big, but it's monstera leaves. This is the bottom of the sweater. And yeah, my plan is to knit it up, and then when I reach underneath the arms, I am going to split it and try and knit back and forth for the first time in colorwork. I haven't knitted back and forth in colorwork before. It's something I've never tried. I know it can be done because I've seen the pretty porcelain sweater. So I want to do it too, because I then avoid cutting up. I think it would be myself. I think I perhaps would manage. I think it's all right. You do it a lot in classic, I know Norwegian sweaters, you do a lot of sticking, as it's called, in the arms, so it's not like that. But I just thought, on such a thin sweater as this, it would be like sensory annoyance. So I just decided not to do that. I decided I want to try knit back and forth. I could have done it as a raglan, but I didn't want to. I am doing, here on the side, I'm doing like a white border just to go between front and back, as well as make sure that if the pattern didn't match, I didn't care. The only thing I figured out is that I actually have 1 stitch more on this side than on this side, which really annoys me. I am really considering going in when I'm done and stitching over it, because it annoys me. So yeah, the yarn I'm knitting in, the white one, is the merino wool. See if we can get this here, from Sandnes. It's the superwash, and it's in, hey, I got the color here, 1015. I really like it. It's simple, it's white, and it really goes well with some of the grey and white in the hand dyed, because as you can see, there's quite a lot. This is the hand dyed. Here you go. It's from Lammy, hand dyed in Paris. It's my friend who found it. I actually haven't really been in, but yeah, it's superwash merino as well. It fits in the you know, in how long it fits, everything. And as you can see right here, the colors really go well together. It also means that sometimes some of the colors in the pattern disappears a little bit from the hand dyed, because it matches so well. You can see here the grey almost goes in, but I think it gives it a bit more fun and just makes it like autumny. It's just like autumn leaves. I really love it, and it's a knitting that actually fits quite perfect for for this season. I have had the craziest problem with this time with winding up the hand-dyed yarn. For once, I usually don't have a problem with that, but I don't know what happened. I think it's because I decided not to use my, is it called a mill? The thing that holds the yarn. I just held it myself over in my knees, and then I wound it up on my winder. It's pure chaos, but we're surviving. I really love it. It's gonna be a while, so I knit on it back and forth, on and off. But the good thing about it is I can pretty much remember the pattern, and if I can read it out of what I've already knitted, because I have done 2 repeats now, more or less. I'm doing the white border in between each repeat. So, and I'm doing that after the second repeat. I'm gonna pick up stitches is my plan on the bottom, and knit the ribbon. But I've decided to wait with that until I've done, because I want to figure out if I have enough of the hand dyed. I kind of hope I have enough of the hand dyed to do the hand dyed for the ribbon. So yeah, we're hoping on that. But I decided to wait with that until the end, because if I did it now and I didn't have enough, I would be a bit sad, because I would want the ribbons to match all of them, and if not, I could perhaps just do like a little do a single round and then bind off in the hand dyed. That would be really pretty as well, I think. But I'm gonna wait with doing that, even though it means that my work rolls like crazy, so I can't see what I've done. I'm just with a roll. But look at my floats. They look a bit chaotic because I've changed my mind on how to do them. I don't know which way is best. I don't know if I want to catch them often or not, which does make this a bit more. And then of course, depending on this is the border in between. So I'm staying consistent on each repeat. I don't know. I think I'm going to end up changing every repeat. But yeah, pretty. So that was my self-drafted. The last one I've started, I'm really excited because recently one of my friends told me that they are having a baby this spring, and that's why I saved it for last, because I don't think she's watching, but if you are, honey, sweetie, go away. But yeah, one of my friends are having they're having a baby, and I'm so excited for them. And I decided I've wanted to do this for a while for someone. I just been waiting on somebody to have a baby, so that since I basically figured out that I wanted that this was available, this pattern was there. I've been so excited for someone to have a baby so that I could do it. It's the Augustins #1. Should I really make 2 more? And I was almost drawn to making one of the others, but I'm thinking perhaps someone in my friend group is gonna have a baby again or start having babies, and they can have one. It looks a bit fun, but I'm gonna show you like parts of it. This is what I'm working on right now, and here's like the beginning of it. Let's see if we can. It's like really cool, actually. I really like it. This is the work of knitting together and cast and wrap around and everything. It's even though when I started, I actually wanted to put a marker everywhere for each time I would redo the repeat of the pattern. I quickly decided against that because I didn't have enough of the same, and that was apparently really annoying to me. But I've also realized the pattern is actually quite easy to read for me. I see where I am. I do make mistakes. I go back and I fix them, and then that's it. But the fact that it's repeatable, everything is I just sit and I count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or whatever the repeat is. You know, and that's really meditative for me, I think. So I actually did everything. I did this in 2 days, and I'm on the last half. I think I need to do this much more, and then I need to do the border. What I think is quite interesting about this is you knit it in the round, and you knit it round. So first of all, I don't think I've ever knitted anything round. I knitted hats and everything, but you take in on 4 places on a hat usually. You have 4 corners where you take in, so your hat is more or less actually square that goes into like a pyramid, whereas this is round. It has a teeny tiny hole that I'm planning on. I'm planning on, and I think you might be supposed to be just to close it up, but I haven't done anything like this besides from crocheting, so it's kind of fun to try. I think it's going to be so cool blocked out, because I can really see how much it gives, because it feels so small. But I think the interesting part is that you knit it around, then you leave it, and you knit the border on the way you knit back and forth, but you knit 90 degrees on. You knit 90 degrees on your knitting, and then you knit all the way around and do a border like that. I think that's so interesting and so clever done. And I just think the fake cabling and everything is just super cute. I think I'd like to see my face instead, but here we go. I think it's super cute, and I decided to go with a color that they have in their living room. I by chance had a picture that you once sent me of their new living room wall when they painted it, and I was like, ooh, I could use that, because I thought it would be a nice match to do. And I know it's colours that they like because they have it multiple places, and I thought it would fit nicely with their interior as well. So I decided on this dark muted green. I think it's like an olive green. It's from Sandnes. It's the Sandnes Sunday. Woo! Let's see. My hand is much more, but it's Sandnes Sunday. We know Sandnes Sunday, right? It's the color 9581. I really like it. It's a pretty color. I would have this one myself, and honestly, the day we might have babies, yeah, I'm gonna do one for myself. My friend's grandma is knitting one for them as well, and yeah, I think, you know, they're gonna have one from the pram, one for the living room. You know, it's always nice to have an extra. And I thought the wool is just nice. I think wool is nice and warm. It's good for heat control and everything, but then it's also superwash, so it's a blanket. It's going to be easy for them to wash if they're going to get spit up on it or anything. It's easy to wash, and then they can just leave it flat to dry, and it's going to be great. So yeah. Oh, I forgot one. This wasn't my last one. I have one more. I completely forgot it. It was hidden underneath a scarf, underneath the finished object, or the finished version of it. I am working very, very casually on a knit along. I wanted to do a knit along on my new scarf, because I have a scarf pattern out, if you don't know. This is the one finished. If there's paper in it, it's my cat. This is the finished one, and this is the one that I'm working on right now. I'm working on it in a bit more fluffy yarn, and in this absolutely gorgeous color palette that just changes from, well, it's the rainbow. So I'm using Sandnes Poppy. I have a lot of Sandnes in this. Wow. Sandnes Poppy, and it's the color 1010. And as you can see, it just looks, it has so many colors in it. It is legit just the rainbow going and I think it's gonna be really pretty. I made one for my mum earlier this year, I think, or perhaps last year, in the blue version with the blue speckles in. But for this one, I thought it would be so pretty to have a little bit of everything. So yeah, I tried starting it along on October 1st. I did a cast on together, a live cast on, and since then I honestly haven't knitted on it, because then one thing took the other and all of the other projects were more exciting for a second. But it's all right. I am actually going to my first local knitting night tonight, and I'm considering what project to bring, because I do need my pattern to work on this, but I don't need it for the colorwork sweater for my friend, and I don't need it for the dress. So even though I would like to bring this tonight, I think it's going to be either of those two instead. This is the cable scarf pattern. It's my own pattern and it's on Ravelry right now. I'm going to link it. You don't need to buy it, but if you're going to want to knit it, I would love it, and I would love to see it. And otherwise, yeah, I love it myself. I have a million of them. I think this might end up being a present. I did knit like a giant one, I feel like, last year for my my brother's girlfriend. I really love it. So yeah, yeah. I'm thinking about it for last year, half a year to a year. Thinking about asking. I live just outside a small village, so to say, and I've been thinking about asking to start one. And I asked a few weeks back, and I figured out, one wrote to me, "Oh, we already have one, you can just come." I was like, wow, I didn't know. And a few others from the road that I live on, we are a few houses on the road that are, well, we have a little communication, also said, hey, it could be fun. So I have 2 opportunities outstanding now, and I'm thinking, why not? Just because I think to do knitting a bit more like I want to, I have to do it a bit more regularly. And that way it will be done, I will have somebody that I can meet up with and knit. I really want that. And yeah, I'm as you can see, I do have a pattern already out. I have a self-draft that I'm working on. I really want to do patterns again, or start working on them. The math is just not mathing for me. I've learned that if I want to do it, I shouldn't do the sizing myself. I need to outsource that. But as a person who's on disability, and who just don't work because of a reason that's called that energy level is low, and everything, I really need to figure out where to start. So I'm in contact with a nice sweet lady who has given me an offer on what to do, and I'm considering it, and I think my plan is I'm probably gonna take it, and then I'm gonna knit a sample in my size. I'm gonna write the pattern out of that. I'm gonna send it, and I'm gonna have her grade it, and then I'm gonna have it tested and everything. And yeah, I think that's my plan, because that's gonna be easiest for me. I want to do it easiest for me, but the thing is also, if we're gonna do that, I would like to know that, you know, I do have some more, I do need to make the money back again, I would say. So for it gonna cost me something, it's not because it's super expensive, but it's not cheap, because she needs to be paid for her work. Nothing there. Absolutely respect that. That's the reason why I don't do it myself. I don't want to. So yeah, but I'm thinking, and I think I'm gonna be finished with the blanket soon. I'm gonna get myself together and get working on on my on this, and then I'm gonna have some needles free again. If I just get one needle free, I'm gonna be happy. One needle free, I think I can start. I have the yarn for it, I have everything. So yeah, and then I think I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna see if I can do a FO Friday sometime. I'm not gonna promise it's always gonna be in 1 week, because that's gonna be a lot for me as well. But I think I'm gonna do a little series, because this one ended up being a bit long because I just had to talk. I'm seeing if I can do an FO Friday, a cast on Monday, and a whip Wednesday, and perhaps just a knit and chat where we can do some live updates instead of this. Instead of in here. So if I can do like a live update in a knit and chat, if you want that. Oh, cool. So yeah, wow. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. And having a look at all of my whips, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whips, 7. 2 of them are the crochet things that I just do on and off. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knitting whips. So yeah, that is a bit, but I think that's it for it. So yeah, looking forward to see you some other time. I would like to know, what are you working on right now, and how many whips do you have? And we are counting projects that are on the down low, not almost scrap, but on the down low, you know, those that takes forever. Let's bring them in the loop as well. How many whips are you working on at the moment? I hope to see you some other time in another video. Remember to subscribe if you like this video. Give it a thumbs up as well. And yeah, have a nice day. See ya. Bye.